Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Kalam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakudash, and also double honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders great millstone who rule well, and also Shalom to sincere Akiman they're pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakudash, and also Shabbat Shalom. And I'm back getting a quick lesson, and and this lesson basically is gonna be going into more of this weather, the weather events happening, Japan, USA, and also Australia also was getting hit by a few of them no long ago over there in New South Wales, the city of Sydney. Okay, they got hit by some crazy winds, and it was crazy. Okay, and we understand the reason why these things are happening, especially in the times we're living in, is because we know, according to the Bible, okay, in the last days, okay, of Easter's rulership, okay, before Yahushua returns, these things have to take place. All right, let's go get a few quick precept right here, Matthew 24, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the book of Luke. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 11. Let me go there. In verse 11, it says, Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, this is what's happening right now. All right, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places like here, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great sounds shall be there from the heaven. All right, and so this right here is what we are witnessing right now happening. Okay, over earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, which you're about to see in the video I'm about to play. Okay, the famines of food. I believe over there in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there's a famine of food happening over there in the land of Sudan. All right, and then also over there in Palestine. People are starving, so they're gonna get food from from these different countries that want to give them aids, man. But the real famine hasn't hit yet. Okay, we waiting for that time where to eat, to get food. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to really fight for that, man. That hasn't happened, So there's more plagues to heat the earth, man. All right. Pestilences, there's a lot of diseases right now, just passing, C19, HIV, AIDS, and more cancers, all them shit is just getting higher and higher and higher as the time goes on, man. Because of the food, the water we drink, okay, just all type of shit, man. The air, okay. You sitting down you sitting down almost fucking 8 hours in office eating junk food. That shit's gonna break you down. Shit's gonna leave you diseases within your body, man. Okay, it's ridiculous. It pestilences and fearful sights, and there's fearful sights of what? Tsunamis, okay, volcanoes. Yeah, real quick, just bear with me. Hopefully, earthquake. I think it should pop up right here. Let's do it like this, body. You check this out, right? It says, you fucking idiot. Okay, it says here, right? Is it safe to fly to Bali? Flights canceled and delayed after Indonesian volcano erupts again. That's, from my understanding, that's underneath earthquake right there. Eventually, that causes the volcano to erupt. All right, so it says a volcano eruption in Indonesia caused widespread flight cancellations to and from Bali and other airports on Monday. It's like at the local airport on Monday. It's like, yeah. Flights from Bali have been disrupted after Indonesia's rumbling Mount Lewotobi Laki erupt twice on Monday. Yeah, because I believe this is the second time it happened. The explosion sent a column of grey smoke up to 18 kilometers into the sky, dumping ashes. It's like dumping ash on nearby villages. No casualties were immediately reported. The volcano on Flores Island has been at the highest level. It's like the highest alert level since eruption on 18th June. I remember that one as well, when aircraft was also plunged into chaos. Indonesia Geology Agency recorded a avalanche of searing gas clouds mixed with rocks and lava traveling up to 5 kilometers down the slopes of the mountain. You see that? Yeah, man. See that? That's another thing to look for, man. You know, just signs after signs. It says, and faithful sights and great signs shall be there from heaven. You know, you got the appearance of the chariots, appearance of different, signs of moon and sun. You know. So let's go from there. Let me see if I can get another precept in the book of 25, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, upon the earth, distress of nations, which you'll see in this right now. Okay. It's uproars of people ain't right. They're fighting against their governments. With perplexity, the sea and the waves rolling. All right, that right there just happened over there in Sydney, man. Okay, let me show you. If you don't believe me, okay. Right here. It says extreme weather has battered Australia's eastern states this week. Here's what's causing it. So Brisbane seen have recently experienced flash flooding events. Are these sudden bursts of intense rainfall become frequent? You know, that was that right here. Floods. But there was another one, man, to do with the wind. Here we go. Right here. New wind gusts record set as more flights cancelled between Brisbane and Sydney. This is the 3rd of July. You see? No long ago, man. This right here, storm, it's like a system has now reached peak intensity in terms of pressure, and its pressure and peak winds remain equivalent to the strength of a tropical cyclone near the boundary between Category 1 and Category 2. This was just no long ago, all right? But anyway, so that's that. But coming back here, it says, the sea and the waves rolling, man's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. The powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay, the rules of this earth going to be shaken up a little bit. Okay, with the signs of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem and Shah, it's going to be showing. All right, verse 27. And then should they see the Son of a Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And eventually it's going to, after all these things, has taken place, or, has happened accordingly to the will of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and then Yahushua is going to return. So in before that, you're going to have what? Plagues after plagues, MOTB, and World War III. Then, there comes Yahushua to redeem the elect. Okay? So let's come here now and play this video right here.
After more than 1,000 earthquakes shook its southern island chain in under 2 weeks, the epicenter of this seismic storm, the Tokara Island chain south of...
That's insane. 1,031 earthquakes since June 21st of this year, man.
Kyushu. The tremors began on June 21st and have not stopped. On Thursday, July 3rd, a magnitude 5.5 earthquake struck near Akusaki Island, a tiny island home to just 89 people. All residents were ordered to evacuate. They were directed to a school playground for safety, according to local officials. Thankfully, no major injuries or damage were reported. After confirming everyone was safe, authorities lifted the evacuation order later that day. Japan's meteorological agency classified the quake's intensity on Akusaki as 6 lower, a serious level on Japan's 1 to 7 seismic scale. JMA's Ayataka Ebita urged continued caution. In areas where the tremors, the country experiences around 1,000 still haunts. Increased me could result in up to 200.
So you got that, and then we got these. That this devastating floods in Texas bank of a Guadalupe River burst. You see? This is in USA. And also I believe that happened on the 4th of July.
This morning, NV Energy crews are working to restore power across the valley.
Yeah, we just saw Tropicana and Pecos in Spring Valley, Tropicana and Jones winds, as Nate was talking about.
Hey, good morning, John. Morning, Sherry. Yeah,
and then this happened in Vegas. Okay. So let's go from there and get another precept, and I'm just going to close it off. 2nd Ezra chapter. It's like, yeah. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou will understand that it is the very same time wherein the heights will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, earthquake and uproars of the people in the world. These are signs that are leading into the end, man. Okay, we are not ignorant to these signs. Then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifest. The end is being made clear unto us, man. We here, man, and that's why we study doing these videos, to let you, your system, your brothers and sisters that believe, okay, to just keep watching and knowing that, hey man, knowing that the time, it's like night, it is a hard time to wake out of sleep. Can be comfortable, get caught up and just forget that, and just forget that we're not in the last days, man. Okay. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'll just get to the point of it. In verse 37, behold, the plagues drew nigh and are no slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bring forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child come forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall know the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the war shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And so this is what we're witnessing right now. It's going to be plague after plague, plague after plague. They're not going to stop coming upon the earth, man. Okay? It could go 2-3 days. Then school, guess what? Something's going to happen. Or within a week. Right now, doing this lesson right now, there's country somewhere getting hit by fucking plagues right now, man. Last one, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. You see, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickednesses have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hateful works are fulfilled. That is the reason why. Okay, wickednesses have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So, therefore, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, is bringing plagues upon the earth, man. All right. Okay, so with that, man, I'm just up right here. Hopefully this was edified. I say shalom.